Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
You think coaches are invested in their players? Look at Zach Orr's reaction. Pure joy to see Jay Higgins, a rookie out of Iowa, come up with a big series catch.
It's the Cleveland Browns taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Cleveland Browns. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Time for Dak Prescott of the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arms and his legs.
Play action now. Prescott. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 75 yards. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Wow, first play of the game, CeeDee, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Not how I wanted to start this off.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's go, 12.
So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
They will start this drive with Ford. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Back to throw. Sanders.
Good job, 12.
Side complete. That's Hines. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Mozzie Smith there to bring him down. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And now they'll shift things around. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
First down.
He's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Come on, man.
Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is,
good job, 12.
That option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Here's Sanders on first down.
No!
Drive killer there. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys
Damn!
football here at their own 35-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
That gonna give us one.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down and 4. Prescott. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he'll go out of bounds after a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for just 3. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's
good play.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example right there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game.
I'm wondering if I got the right starters.
Good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just
There we go! Oh, you dropped it!
Confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Showed off the toughness, but still corral shot of the 5 to 6. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Prescott on 3rd and 2.
Damn.
This is caught for a Cowboy
Well,
touchdown. Jalen
got our work cut out for us,
6
fellas.
yards away. And the Cowboys lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was finished off by a Jalen Tolbert touchdown grab. DeAndre Carter returning it. And able to get this out to the 25.
Damn, tight end fucking up. That was my fault, though. I should have just went to the receiver.
It's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They were right there in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. This is Hines. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play. Holding them to no gain.
Good job.
This to Hines on the drop-off. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Sanders to throw on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Sanders. This incomplete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 36. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
That is caught.
Good job.
He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Sanders now. To throw on second down.
No!
These struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
Okay, that's
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense.
Brady threw 2 picks, so we just got to go full touchdown.
Use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Short pass taken in by
Come on, bro!
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Anger is on the punt, and he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him.
I can really use Nick Chubb.
Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to. Or maybe you have to be sterner with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Again, they turn to Ford. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
This is Ford. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
God damn, bro.
Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Sanders. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Calling a loss of
Get back there.
big save to bring up 3rd down.
That's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks. They have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. Then the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll check this down to Hines. He'll get it inside the 20. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Here's Hines. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Operating from the gun, Sanders. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, 28 yards. And the Browns are back within a score.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their blocks a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Still going inside the 20. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Well, we've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. Elliott. He's going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Prescott.
Oh!
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Aubrey now for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab.
Unbelievable. We good, though. We in for a shootout, fellas.
Stopped up at the 25.
We in for a shootout.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Right now,
Some
Charles,
help
it just
online.
feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Here's 2nd and 7.
You got Jerry Jeudy, man. That's all that matters.
Looking to throw. Sanders escaping the pressure right.
All right, Shéduer, we're going to start running.
Here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent game.
Foreman will try to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield. And
Fuck, man.
And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They'll try and throw for it here. And he gives
that was close.
But not before he gets the conversion. A curious decision to go for him, but it pays off for the 1st down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
On the ground, it's Ford. Gets around him.
Oh, my God, they hate him.
Brought down in the play by Deron Bland.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every
Good job,
time
Toyle.
on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Two minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Now 2nd and 5. They run with Ford. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
All right, 2-minute warning.
That kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. On the ground with a tight end. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 40. Give him 6 yards and they do convert on 3rd. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Woo! On first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Okay, they honored that. That's cool.
To throw is Sanders. On 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught. Jeudy. Touchdown, Browns. Jerry Jeudy with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Hopkins with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
All right, let me adjust this lineup. I need my tight end. I need that dude. Yeah, that's what I need. All right, now we can work.
75 yards.
I can work with this.
And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this
Come on, Miles. You got to
half.
get back there, dog.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
How the fuck?
Fine land, that's complete.
Oh my God, yo. Miles, what are you on, dude?
First of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 3rd and 6. Prescott now from the 50.
There we go.
Turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know,
Told you he was going to these kids.
And they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead...
We got 3 timeouts. We in field goal range.
Now Sanders throwing on 1st down.
Oh, my God!
Batted away and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here's Sanders Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Oh, my God.
Gets there this time for the sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Sanders. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
Oh, my God, bro.
So they decline the holding penalty and will take the down instead as that leads us to 4th. And he has got him from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll bring him back within 4.
I'll take it. Fuck it.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
You gotta be fucking me, man.
Interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it.
And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up.
Oh, my God!
And they are going to get this one back, it looks like. So they put it like-for-like fumbles, but they hang on.
Yeah, this is a crazy game.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. A good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. Following the fumble recovery, Sanders. He's got Njoku over the middle. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. That's running out of steam. He didn't get there. He left it just short. No good. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal on the way going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
Final play of the half, Prescott. That went down the field for Ferguson. And that is incomplete. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan
yeah, buddy.
EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports halftime report. Back and forth, we win in that first half. This has certainly been an entertaining one to watch thus far. So let's get right back out to it as we'll rejoin our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And Browns offense set to go to work to begin
Alright,
this
yo, we
third
gotta
quarter.
start
In that
this
first
shit.
half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start
A lot of
the
them gotta
second
give
half,
some help.
how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Sanders looking to throw on second down.
God damn, man!
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch.
That dude don't be even dropping so many passes,
pick up
man.
yardage, but in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Operating from the gun. Sanders flushed out with that. He's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Micah Parsons able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Prescott to throw it. Looking outside, and he's got him in. That's Ferguson. Well, he's going to be dropped forward. Pick up a 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's not cool about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders.
Are you fucking serious? God damn!
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He's got this to Pickens. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Pickens eating in this
Right about
bitch.
20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll take this down to the 33.
So good over.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that
So
carry.
good over.
That big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 28. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run forward with Elliott. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. In motion, that's Tolbert. They'll fake the jet sweep, and instead of give up the middle to Williams.
Fuck, man, that motherfucker there.
for a Cowboy touchdown. 22 yards for Javonte.
Why the fuck Myles Garrett not doing what Michael Parsons doing?
Their advantage. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. The full catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a
Oh my God, every fucking time we get a play, they call a flag.
Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a night. Drive and help themselves out.
Now a handoff up the middle. Ford. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot.
Tell your mama to run some simple routes.
Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun. Sanders flush to his right. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They're going to try and throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down by a good couple of yards as they end up getting 6 there on 4th and 4. Now it's Hines. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Sanders. That's going to be
good catch.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Browns passing game finally gets started.
Bro, he still ain't got 100 yards.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
Good play.
Just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Foreman takes it, headed right. And this will leave him
What
a
you
yard
talking
short.
about?
Nice pickup of 9 yards on first
What
down.
a blitz.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Foreman's going to get it again on second down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Oh my God, it's always a penalty on us, bro. It ain't never on Dallas. This is an agenda, man. Even on the fucking video game. They hating on the boy 12, man.
He gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Foreman's going to get it again on second down. And he's got this pretty close to a
Bro, that's a first down, bro. Come on now.
Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football. Third down, here's Foreman. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
You celebrating for Parsons?
That extends this drive.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They run with Hines. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Hines is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Sanders now going to throw on third and goal. Only able to gain a couple there. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal.
Balls up, man.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal. They'll go with didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on fourth and goal from the 1. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than the other players, and they want to knock it free.
The Cowboys on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Inside give to Elliott.
Fuck that ball, bitch.
Here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give him a couple 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. So
1 second, y'all. I'll be right back. I'm back. Shit.
Directional kicking problematic there. They're going to spot this inside the 30-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive. And in a
all right, we're at the 27. Regardless, we're going to have to kick a field goal. We can't get in the end zone, bro. Great defense.
They head off to Ford up the middle. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired up the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Well, Sanders has it poked free.
You gotta be kidding me, man! What the fuck, Ford?
On the field, a breakaway. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Aubrey now for the point after.
Wow, bro.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
From his end zone, here comes Carter.
Y'all been on bullshit this whole game, bro.
Gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Every time one motherfucker go in the other.
Here's Hines fighting through, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
God damn, bro!
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
During that run,
dude should be exhausted, man.
Got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
To throw is Sanders. To throw on 2nd down. He's gotten a joke.
That ain't a face, man. They ain't got a single penalty, bro.
There's a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
To throw on 3rd down, Sanders.
Good job.
Complete to Hines out of the backfield. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And it's caught. And now he's stripped. He lost the football. Touchdown from 3 yards out. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this
What
game's
the
over.
fuck,
You
yo?
blocked the door
It
off.
wasn't even...
Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Oh, goddamn iPhone me on some more shit, man.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter.
We get some turnovers.
Maybe you start thinking about playing keeper.
Which is possible.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore.
There we go! Fuck is they talking about? I spoke it into existence. I told you. It was more than possible.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Come on, man. Come on, 12. Come on, 12.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive.
God damn! Block this nigga, man!
Down, a Cowboys sack.
Bruh, this man ain't got no help on this line, dog.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Operating from the gun.
This is crazy!
Again. Getting home that time to Marby and Overshow.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Now 3rd down and very long. Looking to throw. Sanders. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. On 2nd down, Prescott again.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not.
Thank you!
He's going to be hit and taken down. Back
protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't forget to score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it.
There they go, the goddamn commercial.
Defense have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Now Sanders looking to throw on second down. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Here's Sanders throwing on third and long. Complete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Here's Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 34.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
So they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Sanders to throw on second down, escaping the pressure right. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Aubrey good with a PAT, and they open the lead up now to 25. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Sanders now on first down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Operating from the gun. Sanders. Open man. He completes it to Jeudy. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up a third down. He finds his man, complete. It's Hines. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So still 14 yards to go, second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Hines. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
Okay, and so, but he re-injured it, if I'm not mistaken. Damn, man. And this is the year. This is a make-or-break year, especially being in a quarterback competition with Daniel Jones. Well, hell, Daniel Jones look no goddamn better. No disrespect. He didn't look no better. He didn't look too promising. Oh, this is the quarterback of the future. Oh, but you got to realize
so that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Garden. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Cleveland.
What's next, huh? I don't know, man. He's got to figure this out, Joe. Yeah. Damn. But, I mean, when you take a guy that's and everybody said he's a project. He has phenomenal he has gifts. Yes. Size, strength. He has nice arm. He has an unbelievable arm. Yeah. He can refine the touch, but he's a project. He's a project. Damn. And this is not a good look. I mean, the first game of the season, the second drive, Ocho, and you injured? Yeah. I could imagine, especially as a quarterback, you already know. I might mess up, but I ain't messing up something that's gonna get me hurt. Yeah. you know how much they have to deal with too. Yes. How much is on their plate coming to the line, knowing what everybody's doing, being able to, point out. I mean, it's so much. Remember when I told you sometimes that I go in the huddle and I know how much Carson has to deal with, and I want the ball, and instead of bothering him or saying something verbally, I'll just tap his hip just to put in his mind, just to let him know. And then once I get out there, I still won't say anything, but to let him know, listen, I know you got a lot to go through. You got your reads to make. You got to make your calls, do your points, talk to the offensive line, just to let you know I'm there. Yeah. Just subconsciously. That's the middle of the regular season. This is the first game of preseason. Yeah. Ain't nobody putting anything on tape they want to run. This is day one. Day one, yeah. Obviously, yeah. Hand out like, damn, this all we got? Yeah. How about? Yeah. Cover 1, cover 3. You might get a little. That's it. I ain't doing nothing exotic. At all. I ain't doing no 2-man. I might run. I ain't clouding it. I ain't banjoing no coverage. I ain't doing none of that. Yeah. Man, I just, like I said, Ocho, and I hate to put this on the running back or the tight end, but it would be better if you guys goofed this than him. Yeah. Damn, man. I was looking forward. I was looking forward to him competing, for that position. You gonna miss time. Yeah, I mean, they probably went back in, and the question is, what's his pain tolerance? That's a good one. Well, obviously, you can take these two, huh? Oh,